UK Live Music Census Introduction and Training Overview. My name is Dr. Emma Webster, and I'm the Research Associate working on the UK Live Music Census project, which is a collaboration between the Universities of Edinburgh, Glasgow and Newcastle, funded by the Arts and Humanities Research Council, and in partnership with the Musicians Union, Music Venue Trust and UK Music. Welcome to the first ever UK Live Music Census. Thank you for taking part. So what is the UK Live Music Census? We're looking at it as a kind of spring watch for live music, a census of live music activity in towns and cities. Why do a live music census? Live music is popular across the UK and has become increasingly important to musicians and to the music industries. Live music revenue overtook recording revenue in 2008. But little is known about live music activity other than PRS for Music and UK Music data, and not enough is currently known about how the current challenges facing venues across the UK tie into why different groups of people, audiences, musicians, promoters and venues, why they value live music. The grassroots sector appears to be struggling in particular. A report from 2015 showed that 35% of grassroots music venues in London were lost between 2007 and 2015, although a report updated in early 2017 seemed to suggest that venue numbers are now stable, but venues are certainly facing challenges across the country, for example, from gentrification and city centre development, and we hope that the census will help us to better understand these challenges. There is an appetite for data from policymakers, local authorities, economic development groups, campaign and membership groups. Our starting point is that live music is important, and we hope that the census provides further evidence of this and the ways in which it is important. The census will use two methods. Firstly, snapshot censuses from noon on Thursday the 9th of March to noon on Friday the 10th of March of 6 case study cities: Glasgow, Newcastle, Oxford, Brighton, Leeds and Southampton. Secondly, nationwide online surveys targeted at musicians, venues, promoters and audiences, which will remain open for 3 months from the 9th of March to the 8th of May. The idea is that the local census coordinator will designate some areas of responsibility to team leaders who will lead general volunteers in going out and about to try and capture data about live music activity across the snapshot cities. So the team leaders will manage a small team of general volunteers. They're responsible for ensuring that the general volunteers sign the volunteer agreement forms and for signing on and off team members at the end of each shift. They're also responsible for ensuring that all venues data has been submitted, and they may be required to distribute expenses if expenses are available. The general volunteers, they need to sign in with team leaders at the start of the shift. They need to visit events and venues as designated by team leader at certain times of the day and night, complete venue and audience census night surveys working in pairs, distribute flyers to audience members asking them to complete the surveys, and then signing off the shift with the team leader and debriefing at the census HQ, and again receiving expenses if they are available. Both team leaders and general volunteers need to collect data, and there's two types of surveys that we are collecting data with. So the first venue observation survey, which I will come on to in a later video, and the second are audience interviews, which will require volunteers to speak directly to audience members, asking them to complete surveys, either with the volunteer on the volunteer's own device or on the audience member's device. Both surveys use Smart Survey, which can be downloaded onto smartphone and tablet devices. It's browser-based, so it doesn't need a separate app to be downloaded. So the video training is in 6 parts. The first is using Smart Survey, and there's a test survey there for you to have a go at. The second is a venue observation survey, in which I go through the questions in the survey. Thirdly, the audience interviews, and this video really highlights the importance of the participant information, sheets of which you will need to show audience members before they take part in the survey. Then I'll actually go through the audience interview survey so you can see what the questions are and how to answer them. The final 2 videos, the first one is about good practice for sampling, so this gives you hints and tips for actually how best to go about collecting a reasonable sample. And the final video again is really important as it highlights health and safety and also about your responsibilities for protecting the data that you collect. So I really hope that you enjoy these videos. I really hope that you enjoy the Census Night. I think it's a really exciting project and one that we really hope makes a difference to the UK live music scene. Many thanks.